Hi everybody, PJ here. I want to tell you a little story about what happened to me yesterday. There goes my phone. Myself and Mrs. PJ went to the retail park at Mansfield, just off junction 28 on the M1, so I could get some new shoes ready for the holiday and a couple of t-shirts, not Coca-Cola this time but Levi. And on the way back we decided to stop at the vape shop, and it's one in Worksop and it's on Newcastle Avenue. So I pulled up on the opposite side to the vape shop, got out the car, and there's quite a bit of traffic, so I walked around the back of the car to wait to see if you know, the road would clear for me. And I'm stood about 4 foot at the back of the car, and a car come, oh, that's quite painful, a car came from the right and stopped. So I thought, this woman driver here is actually stopping to let me cross the road. I looked to the left, it was all clear. Had another look to the right, another quick look to the left, took a step forward, and the woman in the car decided to drive off. And she did, and she hit me. She was about 10 yards away, so she was, I don't know how fast she was going, to be fair, but she hit me. I hit the front of the car on the near side wing. My ribs hit the upright on the windshield, you know, up to the roof, and it sent me flying. I actually landed near the front wheel of my car. That's where I actually landed. Mrs. PJ sat in the car. She thought somebody had hit my car because I bounced off the side of my car and I hit it that hard. She thought another car had hit my car that she sat in waiting. Or sat waiting in, I should say. So, anyway, I'm laid on the floor there and I'm doing a mental check, like, are my arms okay, are my legs okay? Have I broke my arm again? No. Oh, my knee's quite sore. And I've taken all the skin off my knee. I'll show you a quick photograph of that. So this is what my knee looks like now. I've taken a bit of skin off my elbow, which is nothing much really. And I've got one or two other aches and pains and bruises. The worst thing is I've cracked 2 ribs, so I've got 2 ribs that are very, very painful at the moment. But anyway, I'm laid on the floor thinking, yeah, I'm still alive. I don't think I've broken any of my limbs. Oh shit, I'm going to Egypt next week. Or supposed to be. Anyway, the traffic stopped and everybody come running over, asking me if I'm alright, and I'm kind of laid there collecting my thoughts for a second or two. Mrs. PJ jumped out the car, run round the car in a panic. She says, I was sat there and there was this almighty bang. I looked round and I saw your feet flying through the... Oh, don't make me laugh because it hurts. She saw my feet flying through the air just before I hit the ground. The lad in the vape shop I know quite well, he come running over, are you alright, are you alright? Anyway, eventually they got me up off the floor, and the first thing I said to the lad from the vape shop is, have you got any menthol vaping? Anyway, apparently coming the opposite direction was a unmarked police car with 2 police officers in. They pulled up and stopped. They took me across the road, sat me down, and started dressing my wounds. Now I was quite lucky because the woman in the car behind the one that hit me, she was a nurse, and she come over and checked me over and said to me, like, did you lose consciousness, were you knocked out or anything like that? And I said, no, my head's fine, I didn't bash my head or anything like that. There's no dint in the road where my head hit the road. So oh, coughing really hurts. So there were no, I said there's no dents in the road or anything. They fetched me a chair out, and they cleaned my elbow up that was bleeding quite a bit, and sat me down in the chair and washed my knee down because there were gravel and shit in it and stuff like that, and put a dressing on it, and then wanted me to get in an ambulance and go up to the hospital, which I refused. I don't want to go to a bloody hospital. And they got on the radio and fetched a squad car up. Anyway, I'm sat there, and the woman who hit me, she's in tears. She's really upset about actually hitting me. And I said to the police officer, I said, look, I says, you know, I don't want you to try and prosecute her for anything. It's just one of those things, you know, like shit happens and that's what's happened. I'm alright, okay, I ache a bit and I'm in a bit of a pain, but you know, I've always been in bloody pain. So anyway, eventually they put a dressing on my knee, and I got in the car. Well, half the family turned up. My daughter turned up, my sister-in-law and her fella turned up, and they went in the vape shop, got me the vape that I wanted, and I got in the car, came home. Since then I've been having 1 or 2 paracetamol to make me feel a bit better. I went to bed last night. Well, I went and had a lay down for an hour. When I got home, I had some paracetamol because my ribs were hurting quite a bit. Anyway, long story of it is, I've been checked out. I have cracked a couple of ribs. So when I eventually got home, like I say, I had an hour, went and laid down for an hour. Sat and watched a bit of TV last night, took some paracetamol and some bruises, and went to bed. And to be honest, I didn't have a bad night's sleep last night, but oh shit, this morning I knew it. The pain relief had worn off. I'd been laid in bed, and you know what it's like, if you hurt something it hurts more the next day. I got up this morning and I was in a lot of pain with my ribs. So I'm pumping myself up with pain relief at the moment. There's nothing that's going to stop me going on holiday. I'm still going to Egypt next week. Oh, don't make me laugh because it hurts. So everything's good. The lady come up and apologised for hitting me with a car. Apparently I hit the hard bits on the car, so I've not damaged the car. The police have assured me that they're not going to try and charge you with anything, even though the nurse is saying, you know, the pedestrians always have right of way and it's always the car driver's fault if there's an accident. But it was just one of those things, you know. I thought she was stopping to let me cross the road, and for some reason apparently she wasn't. She decided to go and got me. But you know, it's just one of those things. Everything's worked out fine. Alright, bit of pain, but you know, when the pain's gone I'll be fine. Oh, don't make me laugh because it hurts. Anyway, I just thought I'd let you know. I thought you'd be a little bit interested in some of the woes that PJ gets up to. You think at my bloody age I'd be a bit more, how can I put it, careful crossing the road, and I thought I was being careful. Some of my problem is I've got glaucoma in my right eye, and my vision in my right eye is not as good as my left eye, so she hit me from the blind side, and like I say, you know, with glaucoma you have little bits of your peripheral vision that you don't have, you know, if you haven't got glaucoma. So I never even saw it coming. It was just like, right, it's all clear now, I'm off, bam. You know, the way I flew through the air, I think I should have had my underpants on the outside and a cape. Don't make me laugh. Right, anyway, that's the video for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Have a good laugh. I've had a bit of a laugh about it. My missus has played a lot with me. Mrs. PJ's played a lot with me. My kids have played a lot with me. But what can you do? You know, once it's happened, it's happened. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share, please subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye everybody. I'll see you soon.